can you draw on a sport comparison to rugby with success in the face-off draw and what the entire five-man group has to do to participate against a team as good as Boston in that regard? Or maybe not.
Like, my buddy John Phelan was a real good rugby player. He was at Queen's there, a professor. I don't know anything about rugby. I just know they smack each other a lot. So, but we like having the puck, so yeah. What else?
What do you think of a couple of sweeps in the
Well, I mean, I think we talk about it every year. You know, first there's 31, then there's 16. Suddenly, a couple days later, there's 14. Soon there's going to be 8. And the parity in our league, we talk about it all the time. I don't know if you guys believe this, but parity's unbelievable. There's not much to pick between us. And teams are good, and it's hard to win.
62 wins for Tampa, and then going out in 40. That's.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had 124 points in Detroit and 50, I don't know how many wins, and we lost to Edmonton. So when I was in Anaheim, we swept Detroit. I don't know how many points they had that year. Like, it's hockey. It's hard. I think lots of times during the year you think, oh, this team's going to win because of the record. That's not how it is. There's a game here today. That's the one I'm here to talk about what's going on.
Austin said his line, there's another level that they can get to. What does that look like to you?
For sure. I really believe that. They're all young guys. Like, we forget that Cappy and Johnny played in the American League last year. And they're just trying to find their way. They both come into the playoffs. I think had gone 20 games, you know, without it going great for them. And so they're trying to learn their way. Normally what happens is you're on the third and the fourth line and you're working. They happen to be playing with another young player who's trying to figure his way out. I thought he was real good last game, though, and Matthews. I thought he was real good defensively. And then ended up with the puck more. I thought Cappy had his best game in a long time. And then Johnny on the power play, but just in general was physical. So when you go through all three of their games, I thought they were a lot stronger, and that's important, obviously, for us.
Travis was saying that he's still trying to find his way back to being 100%. Are you seeing that too out of him and maybe Jake as well?
Well, obviously, I mean, health is an issue. Now, they're still good players. So, you know, are they playing at the level that they're both capable of? When they're healthy, probably not, but they're still good players. So we'll take whatever they got to offer.
What is it about Johnson that makes him a good substitute for Nas in the middle of that power play?
Well, quick brain, quick hands, you know, and tenacious, gets pucks back. The man in the middle on the power play, you can't be one and done. You got to get the puck back a ton, and you got to be there for support. He was there. He set up. Well, he scored 1 goal, but he was in on it earlier where we got the puck back. He was in on the first one where he got the puck back. So to me, quick hands, quick brain, tenacious.
You spoke yesterday of not playing to play Muzzin and Zaitsev together initially. What gave you confidence so once you did to put them against Bergeron?
Well, we watched them. I mean, we just watched them down the stretch. You know, Muzz is going to get a lot of credit because he's come here second, but Z's an outstanding defender, and then Muzz is a big body. Muzz gives them an ability to move the puck in a big body who can defend as well, and they're hard on people, and just makes it harder on the other team. But without the ability to move the puck, they wouldn't be as good, but they can do that as well.
What's the main reason the goatee became this year basically a full-time player with your team? What's the main reason that goatee?
He's a full-time player?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just, he's a guy who, just like those other kids, played in the American League last year. He's trying to get better. You know, he's got to work on his defense, getting quicker, better edges, being harder, better in the face-off circle, but he's gotten better. He's above the puck. Like, if you follow Goat's career, all Goat does is win. You know, he plays in the World Junior, they win. The Junior, they win. Plays in the American League, they win. That's what Goat does, he wins.
Coach, is there anything that you are still discovering about this team that you might not have known about them to this point, or pretty much set up?
No, we're 3 games into the playoffs. You know, so I'm just figuring out. We're hoping to go on a long journey. It starts with a ton of intensity and doing things right here tonight. When we won Game 1, we weren't ready for Game 2. So we're hoping that we continue to take steps as a group that way so that you're ready. Once you're a veteran-laden team, you know how to do it. And we got to find a way to learn how to do it.
Coach, after Game 2, you said, you know, after Game 1, you win Game 1. After Game 2, you feel like the guys get a bit greedy and want to win Game 2. How do you make sure these guys maintain the level of focus so we don't have a repeat of, the success and then perhaps.
Well, I think I just said that, but what I said actually about greedy was after you win game one, I'm no different than them, you get greedy, but we weren't prepared enough to play game two. Their level of intensity, their level of jam, their level of getting on top of us was different. We didn't have enough pushback, and in the end it cost us. And so we have to be prepared and understand the intensity of tonight's game. To think that the level's not going up. Now, if anybody watched hockey last night, they know the level's going up. So just keep watching hockey on your off day and you'll know what the next game's going to be like.